Alright, so in this video, I want to talk about my experience going through the most insane levels of what some could call spiritual awakening. Yeah, I guess I'll call it that for the sake of this video. The fact is that, like, spiritual awakening and, like, really understanding yourself from the inside out is such a process. It's something that is not fast. It's not easy. Someone can't spiritually awaken literally like overnight. Like, there just isn't a way of doing that unless you're just like at the very, very beginning of it. Like, it is a process. It's a process of unlearning all of the old beliefs that used to weigh you down your whole life. It's basically like going back through your life and like unzipping all these layers of things that you've put on over the years, all of this buildup that you have on yourself. It's like taking every layer off, and you have to feel that. You go through the feeling of all these layers being peeled back, of your body fighting you, like your mind, like everything is chaotic, nothing really makes sense. Like, you kind of lose your sense of self too, because then you realize you're like, who am I under all this stuff? Like, there gets to be a point where it's like, it reminds me of the Bible, like when Jesus talks about the people who are poor or like the richest or something like that. Like, it's like that idea of like the people that have gone through like the most chaos and the most like inner torture sort of, or like inner turmoil. It's kind of like they learn the most about themselves. Like, you learn something that can't be learned through just like positivity and just like only moving forward. Like, you can't learn this stuff any other way. And I feel like this is something that, like, I'm just very proud of the fact that I have gone through this, because I see other people teach on manifestation and all these topics, and I can just tell like a lot of their teachings come from a surface level, but they haven't healed themselves inside. Like, they haven't gone through this building of a foundation on the inside. And that is something that is so important, because if you build on like a faulty foundation, like one day that foundation could crumble, or you have to spend a lot of energy to upkeep like this outer image if you're not building the foundation. But alternatively, if you build a foundation ahead of time, it's almost like the foundation runs itself. It's kind of like building muscle in your body. You know, like when you build muscle, then when you're sitting at rest, muscle burns more calories at rest than fat. And the same thing goes for like building up self-belief in yourself. You don't have to constantly affirm things if you have gone through the process of releasing these old beliefs, of letting them come to the surface, of letting yourself cry and like release so much stuff. Like, this is one thing about manifestation that used to bother me, is that people would like affirm over their negative beliefs. Like, they wouldn't let themselves express anything. Like, they would just keep going with the positive until like they have a mental breakdown where they have to release something negative. And like, that is not healthy for yourself. Like, the best thing you can do is start to express things and bring things to the surface. And also, like, in this process, like, a lot of the time, if you are affirming something positive for yourself, like, there will be negative things that come to the surface. Like, they will want to rise up and come to the surface. So the important part, though, is actually releasing them, and releasing them without judgment, though. Because a lot of the time people will release it and they'll be like, oh my gosh, I had these negative beliefs come up. And then they'll go right back to their positive affirming and not even really acknowledge or sit with the negative beliefs. But like, in the process of what I've done, like, I feel like I have spent nights and nights just like sitting in the darkness with my negative beliefs, like literally just sitting with them, just like feeling them, letting myself express. Like, there's been times when I've been so angry at myself, I've screamed at myself, I've cried for like weeks on end. Like, when I say like I've been through so much, like, I am speaking this from my soul. Like, I have been through hell and back 1,000 times over. And I say this because really what you're doing is like living 1,000 lifetimes. Like, it's like you're repeating the same cycle over and over and over again. That's what you're doing. And you're coming back to the same spot in time again and again, but with fresh eyes. So they always say too that you can like learn from everyone. You can learn from anyone, right? Like, that is something that someone said to me once, and it's always stuck with me, the fact that like you can learn from anyone. And Jesus in the Bible, right? I'm not religious, obviously, you guys know that. Like, I read the Bible and I mention things on here with it sometimes, just like anything else. But there's one thing in the Bible where he talks about, like people coming to visit him in prison, and did you give me water? You gave me water when I was thirsty, or food when I was hungry. And I feel like it's similar to like kind of like you ignore these negative beliefs, or you ignore these like limiting things about yourself because they're not pretty, because they're not dressed up in beautiful clothes. Like you ignore them because you don't want to feel them, you don't want to see them, they're negative, they're like, I don't want you here, I don't want you, I don't want you. But really, these are like parts of yourself. And if you give them attention, if you give them something to eat, you know, as in like you let them express and you are there and you just sit with them, as in you kind of like are there holding them in a way, they will eventually give back to you. Like, because then what happens is that energy that was like being stored in this like negative belief, it basically unravels and now returns to being a part of you. It's like you are becoming more and more whole the more negative things you start to release. And so that's why they say, like, don't judge a book by its cover, because those things, when you unravel them, it's like they become like this positive light again, and they return to you when you actually treat them like almost like a human being. Like, think of your limiting beliefs, think of all your beliefs as like a different person, sort of. And like, so if you treat each one with kindness, like no matter what it is, no matter which belief it is, like you're going to start to feel more whole in yourself again. And so the thing with this too is that when it comes to affirmations, I've definitely learned that you can't truly force something if it's not meant to be. Like, when you start to feel everything, like I'm talking, I feel everything. I feel every thought. I feel every word said. Like, I feel energy to such a degree. Like, I'm so sensitive now to any bit of change in energy that like I can't fake something to myself. I really can't fake something. But the most amazing thing about going through this process of like just like unlearning old beliefs and going through these cycles of repetitiveness is that you keep learning something, a deeper and deeper truth about yourself again and again. Like, you keep getting these deeper eyes to view reality through. Like, you keep seeing reality through these different lenses. And it's so fascinating because it gives you more belief in yourself, to the point where like I'm not just manifesting for one thing in my life. I'm not manifesting to just shift one thing in my life. I'm manifesting to forever be changed. Like, I'm going to forever be changed and forever see the world through these new lenses. Forever. Like, no matter what I do, I'm now going to have this perspective with everything, which is the most amazing thing. With manifestation, traditionally, it's like you do one thing at a time. You know, it's not your whole body that's coming with you. Like, you're separating yourself into pieces. But when you really go inside and you try to understand yourself and release things and let yourself be you, and in the process, like, it's like an entire becoming. And now when you move forward, it's like you can take this huge understanding with you everywhere you go. It's like no matter where you go, there you are. It's that saying, right? So like, if you grow yourself one time in your life, if you build this foundation one time, you're never going to have to build it again. And that's the thing. That's the thing about going through a spiritual awakening that's so powerful. You do it one time and you never really have to repeat it again. Like, yes, there'll still be cycles probably. Like, you'll be forever learning, but you'll never go through that same turmoil ever again. Whereas someone who doesn't learn that and they keep suppressing themselves and they keep trying to just manifest one thing or do this or do that, they're going to forever be in the rat race. They're going to forever be running on a wheel and never get anywhere. Whereas you are just going to have to just snap your fingers and it's like, it's right there. Like, it's super easy. And back to like the beliefs that I used to affirm for myself, like at this point, the beliefs are coming up naturally. Like, there's so much belief in myself that like they're arising naturally now. Like, things I used to want to affirm for myself, it's like I actually know that they are true now before reality has reflected it. And that's the thing. It's like, I don't even need reality to reflect it at this point. Like, obviously, like any other human being, I want reality to reflect it. But I believe so strongly in myself right now that like there is no possible way reality cannot reflect what I believe about myself. That is how strong my belief is. And I'm not just saying this. Like, I am like I'm getting to the point, and you get this like fire and you get this anger in you because it's like you believe it so strongly that you're like, there is no other way. Like, I have been through hell and back, and I know that there's something on the other side of this for me because I feel it. It's a feeling, and it's a feeling that arises before the actual manifestation. Like, that is the most powerful thing I can explain it as, is like, I have such a strong feeling inside of me that's like radiating, that's like, I know that I am the things that I am. I know I was meant for something more. Like, I can feel it inside of me. And I felt this my whole life, to be honest. Like, this is like a feeling I've had, but it's only intensified as I went through this spiritual awakening. Like, I don't know. All I can say is, like, don't follow the gimmicky beliefs. Don't follow things that are just promising you like overnight success or whatever. Stick with something. Stick with manifestation as if it's like a lifestyle. Stick with, like, not even manifestation. Stick with yourself, really. Like, let yourself express things. Like, just start really letting yourself express what you need to express. Start bringing up things that you've never talked about before. Start just saying them out loud to yourself, getting them out there on paper. Like, have conversations with yourself, be open with yourself, and like, you're going to learn so much about yourself. Tell yourself your beliefs that you have, like, talk about the things that you truly want in life. Set intentions for yourself, but also express the negative, express things you need to get out. Like, just like fully start to step into your authenticity and be you. I promise, like, that is the key to everything, is just starting to be you and not being afraid of falling. That's something I really want to acknowledge in this video, is do not be afraid of falling down, because as long as you just get back up again, like, no matter how many times you fall, just keep getting back up. You can never fail if you just keep getting back up again. That's all you have to do, is just keep believing in yourself, just keep walking forward. Like, and when I say falling down, it's usually that you kind of like go inwards and you sort of collapse a little bit. Those moments of collapse, though, are actually where you learn the most about yourself. Those moments of like darkness, when you feel like you're really down, those are the moments when literally, like, I have only learned the most about myself. That's when I get to see through a fresh pair of eyes. Those are the most powerful moments, because, you know, they're like the moment right before everything changes. So, yeah, I don't know. I just want to talk about this in the video because I've been through so much since starting this channel, and I'm just really grateful, especially for the people that commented on my last video. Like, thank you, because I wasn't sure, you know, how everyone was going to be when I come back, but everyone's always so kind here. I love YouTube for that. And I don't know. I feel just like I'm feeling very grateful right now for like how far I've come, and like how far this channel has come and everything, and just, I don't know. I just like feeling very just something sentimental about life right now, and I feel like something is changing. I really do feel like something is changing. My whole goal with this channel and everything was just that I really did want to change the world one day. I said that as a kid. I always wanted to change the world, and I wanted it to be a world where people could be able to follow their own dreams, where people who had a dream could actually go after that dream, and it could happen. Like, people were allowed to be themselves. They weren't forced into boxes, you know? Like, every time I would go out, I would ask people, like, if I was in a taxi or something, I would always ask the person, be like, so, like, do you have any, like, dreams for life? Like, you know, not quite like that, but I would always ask them about, like, their job, and, like, if they ever wanted to be anything else. And I would love to hear the stories. Like, people would always tell me these cool things they wanted to do or be, and I would always encourage them, and I loved that. And like, I used to give people ideas all the time. I actually started a lot of people on like following a new path because I would give them suggestions or something. They'd be like, oh my gosh, that's such a good idea. Like, I should do it. You're right. Like, I should take the chance. Like, and I just like, I want to encourage people. Like, if you have a dream, if you have something in your heart that's calling you, even if it doesn't make sense, even if it's just a feeling, like, follow that feeling. Never ever let anyone tell you that you can't achieve it. And if they do, if you fall down, just keep getting back up again. Like, I always said to myself, like, I might fall, but like, my thing is like, I will never give up. And so just keep going, and just keep believing. Like, trust the feeling, because the feeling often comes before the actual manifestation of something, right? And truly, like, my hope for the world one day is to, first off, have spirituality be seen in a different light, be seen that, like, spirituality can look different for everyone. that they don't have to just be this person sitting in chair being calm all the time, that they can be someone who's expressive and wild and, I don't know, like true embodiment of yourself. Like that's spirituality. That's what spirituality is, like really being yourself, being integrated in yourself. That's spirituality to me, not just being awareness and observing your thoughts. Like that's one form of it maybe, but like I truly believe that there's so many ways to be spiritual. And I also hope to see a world one day just filled with more kindness and more love and more understanding. I know that's a lot to think of for the world, but I've always had these massive, massive visions for the world. That was one of my biggest dreams that I've had, that I've been intending for a very long time, is just I just want to see a world that's just massively changed one day. And I hope to be able to speak about things like this one day on a bigger platform. And yeah, anyways, I don't really know where I'm going with this video. This is very rambly. You guys said you like the rambly though, so I'm just going to keep talking. But people don't even make it to this part of the video half the time anyways. So if you made it here, leave a comment. Tell me what your dream is, or what you've always kind of had in your heart. Let me know below. Yeah, hope you guys have a good day or night wherever you are. Thanks for watching. Bye.